What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy UFC 305 Perth, Australia Day. Crazy card. Oh, show. Glad to see everybody popping in. Thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. We'll talk about a little bit about Strike, that challenge that dropped. I'm going to talk about this fight card, a little contender series, a little Ultimate Fighter. A little bit of everything, but thank you all for joining. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Get this first giveaway cooking. We got a tough base pack. Go ahead and type in TFSP in the chat. TFSP in the chat for a chance to win a tough base pack. What up, everybody? Thanks for popping in. What's up, Mo? TFSPs are coming through. Love to see it. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and get started here, guys. We got TFSP in the chat. And don't forget, if you haven't gotten into it already, we got this giveaway live for the Nick Diaz glove. I got it right here. Let me put it on camera. Bada bing, bada boom. It's got the little PSA tag on it. So that's live on Twitter. And I got one more, and I'm not sure what to do with it. I haven't decided yet. It's a little bit cooler. Maybe you guys could give me some ideas on what to do with this one. Let me know. But we'll see. The Twitter one is live. This one is live on Twitter. Make sure you hop in the giveaway. Just got to make sure you're subbed to the channel, tag a couple friends, like and repost it, and you're in there. And I'm drawing the winner tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But good luck, everybody that pops into that. Let's talk about this challenge, guys. Let's talk about this challenge. Challenge. What a doozy. So they took a couple weeks off, which was good. We got a nice, tough challenge this week. The first one is pretty tough, at least. But kind of similar to how the Islam and the Wei Li champs moments were, the challenges were for those. Kind of same setup here for a Drickus champion. And the nice thing about this is we get a an option here. So we either get the option of the Strickland fight, which is it's a little not the best moment, I would say, but you do get the chance if he does finish Adesanya tonight. That moment will be minted as his champ moment. So I'm not sure how many people are completing it right now. I know I'm kind of on the fence. I haven't dabbled yet, just because I kind of want to see if he actually does win the belt and does finish Izzy. Will be interesting. But yeah, I'm kind of playing it based on how the fight turns out tonight, personally. But we'll go into it here. You either can complete it one of two ways for the Drickus champ. Either the collection path, which is holding these four champions, the Adesanya, the Strickland, the Whitaker, and the Anderson Silva champs. And then also holding the Paulo Costa and Jared Cannonier epics. That would be the completion path for collecting. Then if you don't have the four champs and you want to still maybe get this bad boy, you can also burn these 12 moments. 4 different epics, 4 different rares, and 4 different fandoms. Not sure how the pricing is right now. We'll take a look real quick. So the 4 epics, you got DWCS, Holland, which was a challenge reward, Bisping, and Schnell. So Bisping, Schnell, and DWCS all were pack drops, I believe. Pack drop moments. So Holland's at 50. Drickus on the epics is at 45. Bisping, 40. And Schnell is at 62. So Schnell at 62 is pretty high. Pretty wild. On the rears, I'm pretty sure the Strickland rear is the hard one here. Yeah, that's the definite bottleneck there. I believe this rear has been burned multiple times. Maybe. Well, it's been burned once already. 78 of them burned. But that one flew up there to 94. Whitaker rear, $10. Izzy rears, $12. Kai Kara, 16. Drickus fandom, $18. Gamrot, 24. Gamrot's one of the lower minters, $24 on the fandoms. Dan Hooker's pretty high mint, if I remember correctly, 17. And Rosenstrike is 9. So yeah, it's pretty hefty. Pretty hefty price to pay. Probably looking around like close to $400, I would say, around 400-ish based on the prices right now. 350 to 400. Quick math in my head, but yeah, pretty tough. I think I'm gonna, yeah, let's see what we got in the chat. DDP finishes Izzy. I'm gonna burn for the champ. Still on the fence if it's the Strickland win. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that for sure. So 391. All right, chef. So yeah, 391 is current burn price. If you wanted to burn all of those moments, that's how much the champ would cost you in floor value. So yeah, it's tough. It's a tough call. I did pull up the burns here just to see where we're at. I literally clicked run right before we started the show just to see where we're at. So here's the Kai Kara France challenge. It's looking about like 75-ish burn completion so far on that. But it's looking like 17 folks went ahead and burned for the Drickish champ so far, which is pretty interesting. So about 17 of those guys. So interesting. So yeah, it can be it'll minimum edition size of champion. If it goes over 100, yes, it will be an epic. So you guys that are hoping that it's a champ, you definitely want to make sure it stays 99 or under. That way it stays in that champ range. But if it goes over, then it will fall into the epic range. But we'll see. I mean, I think a lot of people are sitting back waiting on the moment itself to see, the fight itself to see if he does knock him out or get a sub or something. Then they might actually go ahead and pursue this challenge. But yeah, I'm with those guys. I'm sitting on the fence until the fight happens for this first one. For challenge number 2, the reward is for a Steve Ursag knockout of Matt Schnell, which was a very nice, clean knockout a few months ago before he got his title shot. Minimum edition size of 500, so it's minimum rare. If we go over the 500, then obviously it'll be minted. If we go over 1,000 or whatever the hell the threshold is these days, but if we go over that threshold, then it'll be in the next tier. But the minimum edition size is the rare. So let's see what we got here. So for this challenge, for the Astro Boy, you have to hold on or collect Tai Tuivasa Rare and the Adesanya Fandom. So you have to have both of those in your wallet. Along with having those, you will have to burn a Schnell, a Costa, and a Urseg common for step 2. You have to do all 3 steps here, guys. And step 3, you have to burn 2 additional Kai Car France Series 0 commons. So this challenge shouldn't be too hard to complete. Might see some action here on the Kai Karas. He's sitting at $2, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure if it'll go over 500. I think the last rare challenge we had was Molly Meatball, and she finished off with around 300, 350 completions. So Strike is holding on to like 170 of those. So we'll see if we get close. We might get around that same number, maybe a little bit more, just because Astro Boy's probably better prospect. And the moment itself, it's a really, really nice clean knockout. So that's the challenge this week. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, man. Challenges has been hitting. Challenges been hitting. Would be nice to have a challenge builder, to help ease us through these challenges. But that's neither here nor there. I'll definitely be completing a couple Astro Boys myself. But here's what the burns look like. We got about 75-ish. 75-ish Astro Boy burns. And I forgot, sorry guys, I forgot. There's no champ pass for path number, or for the Drickish champ. There's no champ pass for the second challenge for the Astro Boy. There is a Alexandre Pantoja champ pass, and you automatically get the challenge complete. So you automatically get 1 Astro Boy if you have a Pantoja champ, and then the rest of us got to burn. So burn stuff, 17 on challenge 1, and about 75 people completed challenge 2 so far. Not too bad, not too bad. I anticipate things ramping up here over the weekend, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But an overall solid challenge, they've been hitting it pretty good on these challenges. Rewards are good. And I like that they added the option to get a finish of Drickus if he finishes Izzy today. So we'll take it. We'll take it, guys. We will take it. So on to the next one. Got the marketplace open. Sit. Just some outstanding rewards. Really, the thing that we're missing on the outstanding rewards here are the rewards from 304. That's pretty much the only thing we're waiting on Strike to drop off to us at this point, which is the Aspinall Epic and the Molly McCann Aspinall Epic knockout of Sergey Pavlovich. That was an Epic minted to 132. So we're waiting on that one. That should be a good one. And we're also waiting on the Molly Rare, which is minted to 500. So those are the 2 outstanding rewards we're still waiting on. And that's everything we got for Strike this week. Let's get right into the Contender Series. So Contender Series started up, man. It was started with a bang, baby. 4 out of the 5 fights had finishes, which was nice. We'll take a look at some of these finishes here. Here's the first one. Mr. Kavanaugh. Nasty knockout. One hitter quitter. See that again. Clean, bro. Clean. Clean. Then Delgado had this nasty knee. Literally floored this dude. Boom. Good night. That was it. The knee shut the guy down. That was a wrap after the knee. It was a wrap. This was a body shot KO. Bruno Lopez. Yeah. Went back to the body. Put him down. Not bad. And then this was like a ground and pound KO to close out the night. Nasty. That was a wrap. But it was good. It was a good card. 4 out of 5 finishes. 4 guys got contracts. And we'll be back next week. Good stuff, man. Tuesday nights is getting pretty intense for UFC with well, at least these next 2 weeks. So last week and this week coming up with Ultimate Fighter and Contender Series back to back pretty much. So it's good stuff. Ultimate Fighter. Right after that, we had the boys fighting, the teammates. Patty versus Thor, a.k.a. Robert Valentine. Both guys were Team Grasso. They ended up having to fight each other in the semifinals. And they came out banging, boy. They came out banging, and they had a pretty nasty exchange early. And I'm pretty sure this guy, Thor, that's as we've been calling him this season, Thor got rocked a little bit. And he went directly into the grappling and got a nice quick sub. And subbed out our boy Patty. And that's it. He's heading to the finals against Ryan Loader. And then next week we'll find out who our featherweight, our final featherweight contender is. And we'll see. But we got 1 week left. 1 week left of Ultimate Fighter. Should be good. Should be good. And with that said, we're going to get into the fight card now. But first, let's get those TFSPs in the chat. Let's get those TFSPs in the chat. Last call. This is for the Tough Base Pack. TFSP, last call. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video, everybody that's watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We're going to get right into the fight card here. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Good luck. We got 43 people in the TFSP. Tough Base Pack is going to. Good luck. It's going to be Fritzell. Congratulations, buddy. You won the Tough Base Pack, my man. Congratulations. We still have another pack that's up for grabs in Discord. A Fresh Faces base pack. Don't forget. But Tough Base Pack is done. Let's do 305 in the chat, y'all. It's going to be for the pay-per-view code, for the ESPN Plus pay-per-view code for UFC 305 tonight. All right. So let's get those 305s in the chat. Leon Lover. Yep. Leon Lover. 43 people and only 17 thumbs up. Come on, people. Show some love. Yeah, shout out to Chef Curry. Y'all don't want to give your boy the thumbs up? Come on now. Hit that thumbs up. Let's talk about this card. 305. Duplessis versus Adesanya. Sheesh. It's actually happening. I can't believe it. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But let's start at the bottom. We got Stuart Nickel making his UFC debut against Jesus Aguilar, who had a little bit of a problem on the scales yesterday, which I wasn't a fan of. I was kind of leaning towards him as the dog until that whole scale mishap. I just think the native Australian is just going to be able to. I think he's going to have a better gas tank. I think he's going to. I think he's more explosive in the striking too. Definitely a big step up. It's his UFC debut. He didn't have to go through the contender series or anything like that to get here. But with the weight miss, I'm definitely leaning on Stuart Nickel to get the job done to start us off for the night. Mr. Nickel. Song Kenan versus Ricky Glenn. So it should be an interesting fight, dude. Ricky Glenn, I mean, this guy used to fight at featherweight. And now he's fighting at 170 welterweight, which is a huge jump up. I believe this is his second fight at welterweight. Pretty wild. So if you're not used to, I'm pretty sure he's pretty chinny too, if I remember correctly. Yes, he is pretty chinny. That was Drew Dober knocked him out at 155. And Gallegos knocked him out at Gallegos lightweight 155. So he took 2 lightweight fights after he was fighting at featherweight. Yeah. I got Song Kenan. Maybe by knockout. Okay, some tough losses. This is the guy that almost beat Ian Gary. This guy's good. This guy's pretty good. I'm rolling with Song Kenan. It's KO's plus 115. That's it's a nice little nugget right there. I like that. Song Kenan. Yeah, if this guy's getting knocked out at 155, bro. And I know Song is he's got power. So I like Song Kenan. All right, this guy's the biggest favorite on the card against this Alex Reyes dude, which is pretty wild. I mean, whenever you see odds like this, it's always fun to throw a little something just in case shit hits the fan. You never know, right? But 37 years old versus 24 years old. We got 2 times the amount of volume. These guys, we got a 4-inch height advantage. I mean, I think Nolan's going to make it look really easy. Hard to bet on this fight or to put it in a parlay, but minus 1,300 is, yeah, it's not gonna do much for your odds if you throw it on a parlay. But I think Nolan gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the early prelims. Not too bad. Next up, Jack Jenkins versus Herbert Burns. Another huge favorite here, Jack Jenkins. I think Burns got like about a good 2-minute burst in him in all his fights. Based on all the fights that I've watched this guy in, he's got a good 2 minutes in him. 2-3 minutes tops. After that, if this fight goes like towards the end of the first round into the second round, this guy is a notorious gasser. And I'm leaning on Jack Jenkins to get it done, representing the home crowd of Australia. So, Mr. Jenkins gets the job done. Casey O'Neill versus Luana Santos. Interesting fight here, guys. Very interesting fight. Very, very interesting fight. So, I'm personally leaning on Casey O'Neill in this one. I'm leaning on Casey O'Neill, and that's because Luana took this fight on like very short notice. She just fought a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, bro. She fought like a month ago. She got a sub in the first round, which was good. So not too much damage or whatever, but still getting in camp, taking. She probably like I think she took this shit on like a week notice or 2 weeks notice. But Casey O'Neill obviously has been training for a fight, has been conditioning, and honestly, I think that she needs a big bounce back fight. And I think she has definitely more power in her striking and she definitely throws more volume. So I think it'll be interesting for sure. The last few fights that she lost, she was kind of the last few fights she lost, she was she wasn't like what's the word I'm looking for? She didn't have the size advantage. She didn't have the size advantage against the other girls. So with the size advantage here too, the height and reach that she has, well, she doesn't have the height. She's definitely got the reach. She got 2-inch reach advantage. She's good. She's a good striker, man. I think she bounces back, gets the dub in front of the home crowd. I would have probably liked Luana a little bit more if it wasn't of so short notice, but you never know, bro. You never know. You never know. On to the next one. I got, like I said, I got King Casey with that in that one. Getting it done. Culibao versus Ramos. Very interesting fight. They got pretty much pick'ems on the odds. -130 at Culibao, +110 for Mr. Ramos. Obviously, we all know Mr. Culibao possesses some pretty good power. Ramos, on the other hand, is more of a grappler, submission artist. Culibao does have, I think he has some kind of BJJ credentials, but not as high as my guy, Mr. Ramos. Ramos by subby is +450. Be interesting. Be interesting. Typical, striker versus grappler. I think it's a tough one, guys. It's a tough one for me. I like Culibao. Obviously fighting at home, all that good stuff. But let's take a look at these schedules here. Coming off 2 losses, Lerone Murphy, decisions. Culibao. Lost his last 2. Where the hell are we? There we are. Ramos. Lost his last 2 by sub. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Both guys are in need of win bad. So you could say Erosa and Jordan are tougher competition. Than Silva and Murphy. Tough one. It's a tough one. Pick'em fight here. Jiu-jitsu, black belt, but he's getting subbed. So where the hell are we? There we are. Yeah, tough one. Tough one here because it's pretty close, man. It's pretty close except for the takedowns, right? So we'll see if this guy can mix in the takedowns a little bit. Might have to give him the advantage because he mixes in the grappling a little bit more. That leads to winning rounds. So unless this guy decks him clean with a nice KO. But yeah, it's I'm gonna go with Ramos, underdog. Underdog Ramos. Next up, we got Junior Tafa versus Vitor Walter. My bad, not Vitor. Walter. Walter Walker. Johnny Walker's little big brother. Johnny Walker's little big brother. So he's got the height and reach advantage and a significant weight advantage over his opponent. Is Dom primarily a grappler too? So unless our Tafa gang boy lands a Hail Mary, I kind of think this guy might lay on him for a couple rounds, bro, or maybe sub him possibly, but sub is +9 on it. But I'm liking Walker, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking Walker. His sub is +900. Which could happen, bro. Which I think might happen actually. Because he's primarily, like I said, he's primarily a grappler. So yeah, man. He's plus money on the money line. I like the Tafa boys, but they've been having a rough stretch here. And especially against grapplers, they don't do well. So this is kind of teed up match for Walker, as long as he doesn't get clipped trying to take this down. So I don't know. +800 on the sub. Don't think so. Hey, bro. Juicy J was +900 on the sub a couple weeks ago. Hit that shit nasty. Yeah, Walker by sub. +900. Walker by sub. Yes, sir. I like it. Could happen. That's the prelims, though. Pretty solid fights for the prelims, guys. Pretty solid. Not going to lie. Some pretty good stuff. Tafa Walker, Culibao Ramos, O'Neal Santos. Pretty solid prelims. Pretty solid prelims. And to the main card, we got the Leech making his return. Li Jingliang versus Carlos Prates. Should be an interesting fight, dude. This guy's got some crazy reach. Nasty Muay Thai. He's a huge favorite. But both guys don't really like to grapple too much. So it should be fun, man. It should be a fun striking fight. I do think Leech has more power in his hands. But he hasn't fought in a while. I'm a big fan of Leech. He hasn't fought in a while, but definitely, if you want to talk about strength of schedule, he's got some nice KO wins over Ponzinibbio, Salikov. He had that loss to Khamzat Chimaev, and he lost a split decision to D-Rod. Was out with spinal injury, had to get surgery. Now he's back after 2 years off, man. Sheesh. And Mr. Prates, I know he came off the Contender Series, and he's been knocking people out, man. Been knocking people out left and right. Leech is a big step up in competition for sure. It'll be interesting to see how that layoff is and how the layoff's tough, man. It's tough. That layoff is tough, especially when you're fighting a dynamic striker like this dude. But Prates isn't. He's more of a counter striker kind of guy. He's not really one to push the action and push the pace. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Leach a lot, like I said, but man, Prates has been looking like a world beater. Got pretty much the same record though. That reach advantage is nasty, dude. Nasty. Yeah, and I don't know unless Leach mixes in the wrestling and stuff, but I doubt it. I doubt it. He likes to primarily strike. Odds are pretty much favoring this guy by KO, but man, it's tough. It's tough. That reach is nuts. That reach is nuts. But yeah, if I got to pick, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Leach cracks him. But nah, I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go with Prates, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Carlos Prates. Even though Leach is my boy. Tough fight. Coming back after that layoff, that injury. Yep. Prates. Next up, Shui Vasa versus Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Tough one here too, man. I don't know. These guys are pretty similarly matched, right? Almost identical on paper. Obviously with these heavyweights, anybody lands a shot, somebody could go to sleep, but I don't know. I think I don't know. Shui's been looking a little bit more chinny lately, I think. Take a look at Rosenstrike. Got that win over Gaziv. Subbed KO Dawkins. Been fighting like, okay, so it's the second fight this year. Staying active this year, which is good. Tui, not so much on the active side. Can only pick Tui when he fights guys that jiggle as much as he does. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Tui's been looking rough, boys. Been looking rough. 4 fights skid. 2 KOs, 2 subbies. Not looking good. Not looking good. Got subbed out earlier this year by Marcin Tybura, who just lost to Sergey. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Even though I hate to say it, bro, I think Rosenstrike's gonna get it done, bro. I think Rosenstrike's gonna get it done. He's more of a sniper. He's more of a sniper. What do we got in the chat? Protest seems to be KO dependent. It's dog or pass for me. I'm on the leech. There you go. There you go. No Shui for Tui. Gotta go with Rosen. Yep, that could happen too. So that's another thing that could play out here. Both guys could be gun shy, and they could freeze and not throw because they're both scared to get hit. And it could be a boring ass heavyweight, like Derek Lewis and Ganu type match. And if it goes to the scorecards, it might favor our boy Shui because he's at home. The odds, the KO odds, yeah. I mean, you got Rosenstrike's KO at 175, and you got Tui's KO at plus 245. That'd probably be the best odds out of this whole fight if you want to take a gamble on something. The money lines are kind of eh. Even Rosenstrike by KO is minus 175. You could throw a little bit on the decision. like I was talking about, if these guys come in with that gun shy attitude, somebody's scared to get cracked. It's happened before in some of these heavyweight fights, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go with Rosenstrike though to get it done. Next up, Gamrot versus Dan the Hangman, tatted up man Hooker. So yeah, Hangman always had some nasty height and reach for the division, so he's coming in with a 5-inch pretty much reach advantage. Pretty much same age here, 33 and 34. Hangman definitely more of a striker versus Gamrot would be more of a grappler wrestler. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting fight for sure. As you can see on the takedown average, your boy Gamrot loves to mix in his takedowns a lot and often. Dan Hooker does do well like off of his back, throwing elbows, knees. His length really helps him in that decision. What time is DDP versus Adesanya fight starting kindly? It's probably going to be like, my guess is around like midnight Eastern time. Them two guys will be maybe like 11:30 Eastern time. Those two guys will probably be walking towards the octagon. So yeah. Gamrot Hooker. Tough. Let me take a look at Dan Hooker here. Hasn't fought in a year, so he's taking some time off. Coming off 2 wins, Puelas and Jalen Turner dubs. Not too bad, not too bad. Been in there with, some of the best, but I would like to see him be a little bit more active, but I probably can say the same thing about Mr. Gamrot. No. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Totally forgot about that RDA fight earlier this year because it was a sleeper. But this is some bullshit. Fizzy got injured, tore his leg in the second round. That's some bullshit right there. But the Turner win, they both got wins over Turner, which I would consider their last solid wins. RDA, I mean, he's older. I don't really count him that much anymore. But yeah, Turner, both coming off Turner wins. But yeah, it's gonna be your typical wrestler versus striker, and Gamrot's durable, man. He is durable, son of a gun. People have thrown a lot of shit at that guy, and he doesn't quit, and he keeps on coming. So, yeah, I'm thinking Gamrot's gonna wrestle this dude to the ground, and maybe over the course of the last, I don't know, he's been training a lot with Dustin, getting him ready for when he fought Islam, and he's an ATT product, so I know they're getting good work in there. It will be interesting to see how his striking has evolved. But he definitely shoots a lot of takedowns, this guy, so be prepared for that. And I don't know. We'll see if Hangman Hooker can do anything crazy off of his back, because he's probably going to spend a lot of his time off of his back in this fight. So I'm rolling with Gamrot to get the job done. Next up, the co-main event. We got Kai Kara France versus Steve Astro Boy Urseg. Now, Steve Urseg's coming in after that title fight against Pantoja. Looked amazing. Maybe made one little mistake that cost him that fight. But he looked really good. Striking was good. He does stand pretty tall, and he usually has a pretty good reach advantage. But Kai Kara France got some pretty long arms. or a 5'4" dude. So he does have a little bit of a reach advantage over my guy Urseg. But when it comes to overall game, I gotta say Urseg's probably better overall when it comes to striking and grappling too. So if this goes to the ground, I could definitely see Urseg winning minutes down there. Maybe possibly getting a sub or threatening the sub. But he showed a lot of good stuff in that Pantoja fight. And it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for Kai Kara-France here. If it's the same Urseg that came out against Pantoja. So I'm rolling with Urseg. That I think that Pantoja fight is only going to add to this guy's experience and arsenal. It's just going to make him that much better. And he might show that by making quick work of our guy here, Mr. Kai Kara-France. So they don't think these guys are going to KO each other. Sub money's not too bad on Urseg, but they're leaning at this fight going to the decision. Is this 5 rounds or 3 rounds, guys? Do we know? It doesn't say. I don't know why it doesn't say. But it's probably 3 rounds, I'm guessing. But I would guess this is maybe a title eliminator. Maybe winner of this gets a crack at Pantoja. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to lean on Urseg, bro. I think Urseg gets the job done. Gets the job done. Next up, the main event of the evening. Fighting out of the red corner. We got Izzy Adesanya versus Dricus du Plessis. Sheesh. I can't believe this shit's actually happening, guys. Can't believe this shit's actually happening. So it's going to be wild, man. It's going to be wild. Dricus is going to be coming in, putting that pressure on. Izzy's going to be looking to sit back and snipe. A lot of emotions running wild this fight. A lot of shit talking. A lot of good clapbacks. Some tears have been shed. Build-up's been nuts. Build-up's been nuts, dude. It's been absolutely nuts. Both guys have been out for a little while, so I think that's good. So earlier this year, Dricus fought about 8 months ago, 7 months ago. That's when he got his championship belt against Sean Strickland at UFC 297. Split decision, very close fight. Some could argue that Strickland won that. So I think should be interesting here. Versus Izzy. Izzy coming off his loss to Strickland. So kind of tease it up there for a rematch for Strickland to kind of get his belt back from Izzy if he wins, or from DDP if he wins. Pretty much Strickland's in whoever wins, I pretty much get a crack at it because they were both my last fights. So yeah, but I think I would say, I mean, within a year is pretty decent. Especially because that was a pretty good war with Strickland. They were beating the shit out of each other pretty good in that fight, so he probably needed some time to get his body right. So I think that's pretty good. But Izzy's layoff is a bit longer. September 9th of last year. So Izzy's closer to a year off than Dricus. So, but I don't know. I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son. That was a sick comeback, dude, when they brought him in that ring. That was nasty. Yeah, and Izzy, I don't know, Izzy lost some fans that night, too. He was drunk as hell. But it's interesting, man. It's interesting, dude. I don't know. Is the playbook out? Did Sean Strickland put the playbook out there? and show people, hey, this is how you beat this guy. You take away his space and you press him, and you don't let him get anything off. You just keep throwing jabs at his face, and he's system overload. He can't handle it. So I mean, there's tape out there, bro, and people watch and learn and see how this guy beat this guy and what he did. And I mean, but also you got to look at it like Izzy saw how he got beat. Did he do something to correct that situation? So I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's pretty much we got Izzy as a slight favorite with Drickus as even money. But man, I would it's tough. It's tough. I don't like the long layoff for Izzy. It's the only thing I don't like for him. He has been known to be a sniper, but then you got all the emotional shit going on too. The guy's crying at the press conference, hugging his mom after and shit. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to think. It's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of different variables. Yeah, it's a lot of different variables going into this one. And I just think, like, as soon as okay, yeah, with the emotional stuff, Izzy's too emotional in this fight. It's going to cost him, in my opinion. Yeah, man. I mean, you can see, like, maybe if he deals with some adversity or if something doesn't go his way in there, he could start breaking a little bit. What do we got? If Izzy can KO Poatan, then DDP can definitely get slept tonight. Yeah, that's true. But Poatan's not shooting takedowns and wrestling. Like, you guys got to remember that too. Like, DDP is the full package. Like, the guy mixes it all together. He's going to throw takedowns in there. He's going to do whatever he can do. And it'll be interesting to see if Izzy can get back up, all that good stuff. Discord DM Diddley. All right. I wonder if it's pressing matter. All right. Got something to show the fellas. Let me get it popped up here. We'll pop it open here in a second. But Crip wants to show you guys his new tool. Pretty nasty. We'll drop that right now. Let me pop it up for you, Crip. But yeah, I'm gonna lean on for the fight. I'm gonna lean on Drickus Du Plessis to get it done. I think, honestly, think he's going to mix it all in together. Probably learned a few things from the Strickland fight. And shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. He might put him on his ass. Maybe he watched Bilal's fight against Leon, learned a couple things about how to deal with some of these strikers that love to, sit back and, they keep getting up against the fence and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm going with DDP, Drickus Du Plessis, as the slight dog to retain the belt and win the Battle of Africa. Yep. That's where we're at. Now, we got the nice little tool here from Crip. And still, that's right. And still. We still got the 305 giveaway. Don't forget to hit 305 in the chat, just like my boy Never Felt It did right there, to get a pay-per-view code. Going to run that at the end of the show, which we're pretty much there right now. But don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video too. That's big. That's big importance right there. Hit the thumbs up on the video. But yeah, let's take a look at his tool right here. Pretty nasty. Shows all the live action top sales for the week. Weekly top sales. Yeah, Crip's tool's nasty, guys. I've been a beta tester for a little while, been using it. But yeah, it kind of shows who's been buying stuff, what's been moving. You could make it a little smaller so you could kind of see who's buying, who's selling, what's moving, what's getting listed, what's getting sold, what's getting delisted. All that good shit is here. Also here is where you can track your collection. So here's me. Got my collection here. Shows my value. We got Wallet Explorer. You can see all your moments. Floor price right here. So I got all my highest priced moments. Chama number 4. Serial number 4 Chama. But yeah, got all your moments here. You could sort them. What else we got? Moment stacks. This is something new. I don't know if it's live yet or not. Oh, it does tell you. Shit. I got 27s Terrence McKinney S0 commons. 20 Michael Chandler. 17 Ngannou's. 14 Kai Kara Francis. I like this. Tells you how much you got of each guy. This is nice. Shout out Crip. If it's cool with Crip, I can post the link in Discord. If he's cool with me posting it, to let the world have access to his site. I mean, you might be able to see the URL at the top here, but right here is the market activity that we were just on. Showing everything. Go for it, bro. All right. Shout out to Crip. He's going to release it to the public. I'll post it shortly in Discord. And I'll actually, we have a little toolbox thing for him. So I'll drop it in there, the link too. So shout out to Crip for the tool. But yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. We're going to run this 305 DDP and still 44 people in the giveaway. And I need everybody to hit the thumbs up on the video before I run this bad boy. I got 39 people in the chat. Let's go. Pay-per-view code up for grabs. And it's a good one to get tonight. The Battle of Africa, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Crip is the man. Crip is goated. Yeah, it's pretty much everything we could want and more. I know RRX. I haven't been as much of a tester as RRX has been. He's been definitely giving him ideas and telling him, hey, add this, do this. Can you do this? Can you do this? So shout out to Crip for putting it all together. Shout out to RRX and Mo Fresh and some of the other beta testers that were beta testing it the past few months. But it's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick. It's great. Like I said, does everything we want it to do and more. And we got Crip. He's a cool dude. If there's something maybe you think we can add to it, or, you know, maybe some kind of functionality you'd like to see that might be a good idea, you know, why not? Shoot him a message in Discord and let him know. But with that said, I appreciate everybody hanging out today. We're going to run the 305 code right now. Last call to get your 305s in the chat. And we are going to run this bad boy. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Whoever wins this code, make sure you DM me on Discord or Twitter /X. So that way we could get it to you. Also do have the Nick Diaz Twitter giveaway live still for the glove on Twitter. Don't forget to enter into that. I'm drawing the winner tomorrow. It's got the PSA little bada bing, bada boom. Good luck, everybody. We're going to run it. Here we go. Pay-per-view code is going to Del Boy. Congratulations, Del Boy. Congratulations. Hey, were you here earlier, Ifra? Mr. Perez? Were you here earlier when I showed you the first one? When I showed the other one? I got this other one too. So I don't know what to do with this one yet. I was asking the guys earlier, what should we do with this one? But I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, I got two of them. So this one's for Twitter, and the other one, I got to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, this one is pretty sick. I ain't going to lie. This one is pretty sick. Raffle like champ moments. Raffle like, maybe we could do that. We'll see. We'll see. Have to figure it out. But that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. Should be some good fights, that's for sure. So good fights. We got poker. Don't forget to get your pick'ems in and Strike in my Discord and Strike Discord. Poker starts a couple hours before the prelims. Don't forget to join into that. I'm pretty sure there's trivia today as well. Well, yeah, that's pretty much everything for the day. Fritzel and Del Boy, get at me, and I'll get you guys squared away with all that other stuff. But that's it. Until next time, I am out, everybody. Have a great rest of your Saturday and have a great night of the fights. I'm out. Peace.